What's going on, guys? Pokemon finally showed us actual gameplay footage of Pokemon Legends ZA. And the more I kept watching this trailer, the more it kind of intrigued me and it kind of piqued up more questions. I've noticed a couple of things and I've kind of made a list here, and I figured I'll go over them. You guys can lay back, chill. I'm not sure how long this video will be, but it's kind of like little tiny things that I noticed in this trailer and how it could potentially tease future features or anything like that. So without wasting any more time, let's get right into it. The first thing I noticed is the characters kind of look like Sycamore and maybe the player's mom, which I don't know what kind of relation that would have, but they kind of look similar to that. They also kind of remind me of Lyra, and I believe his name was Ethan from Gen 2, because the female character's hat kind of looks like the current player's hat. They seem to have similar color patterns, so I'm not sure if there's a relation there or not, but I figured I'll put it in the video.
Before we continue, real quick, if you're enjoying the video, it would really help me out if you hit that like button or dislike button, but be sure to let me know in the comments below what you liked or disliked about the video so that I can provide a better experience for you. And if you're enjoying my vibe or want to hear more Pokemon discussion or just want to hear more from me, consider hitting that subscribe button as well. It would help bring more content like this video right here. But with that being said, thank you so much for your support, and let's get back to the video.
The next thing I noticed was this like visual fence or whatever. It's like a blue outline of when the battle's going on. Now this reminds me of the Noble battles in Legends Arceus when we had to like kind of throw the bombs or whatever. There was like a golden like arena fence that I guess you couldn't go at it. So maybe this is similar, but I'm not sure because this is a trainer battle. So and it's weird because there's other shots of us fighting trainers and there's no fence. So is it just like important battles you can't run away from, so you're gonna have to battle? I don't know. Kind of looks cool, honestly. It's a little like arena looking thing, but it's kind of interesting and I kind of wanted to point it out here. Next up on my list is our abilities back. Now on the website I was looking and there's no explanation of any abilities anywhere. Usually with the mainline games, they introduce a new Pokemon or whatever, they usually have the ability there. I'm assuming just like Arceus, there's no abilities back, which is kind of disappointing because of the whole Mega Evolution. I know certain Pokemon's ability changes, so I'm not sure how this is gonna play. Maybe just Mega Evolutions they get abilities, part of the buff or the power up, but who knows? It's kind of disappointing. I don't know how I feel about it, but it doesn't look like abilities are here. Next thing I noticed is the first battle here when you're fighting your rival. Now this could be the first battle, it could not be the first battle, but what I noticed is the Pokemon level starts at level 10, and it looks like our starter Pokemon also starts at level 10, which is interesting. Is it because they're more, this game's going to be a little bit more harder, so they want to start you up, level up a little bit more? Because honestly that doesn't leave that much time to hang out with your starter, right? Because then like 6 more levels and they evolve. So I'm curious about that change. Maybe it'll change in the future. And I also noticed he's using 2 Pokemon, so that's also cool as well. Now this next one right here could be that it's just an older build and we haven't seen it yet, but I haven't noticed any items in the overworld whatsoever. There's no Pokeballs on the floor, there's no sparkling stuff. Now this could be added at a later date, but it was kind of interesting that also it doesn't look like there's any way for the Pokemon to interact with the world. Like, how in Legends Arceus you could throw it at the rocks and the trees and the Pokemon will get it. There doesn't seem to be any of that here, and I don't know, that kind of worries me. Hopefully this is just, like I said, it's an earlier build and they're going to be adding that in the future, but it is funny because we go from Scarlet and Violet, well, there was items everywhere. You couldn't go 2 steps without it being an item, sparkling, Pokeball, whatever it is, and now there's seemingly nothing here. So hopefully this will return, because I don't know if I like that. I want my Pokemon to be able to interact with the world. I think that was a good part of Legends Arceus. It made the world feel connected. It was just better, so hopefully this will return. Now with that being said, since it doesn't look like there's a way to interact with the overworld and collect items, what does that mean for crafting? Are we not able to craft in this game because of Pokemarts? You can just go buy it, which in Legends Arceus you could also buy it as well, but you could also craft. If there is nothing to collect, how are we going to be able to craft? Now again, this could be added at a later date. This is just an early build, but as of right now it doesn't look like crafting is in the game, and I'm kind of sad about that because I want to be able to craft sticky balls so I could, but I don't know. I'm hoping this will be added at a later date. Now guys, for the first time in Pokemon history, you will be able to battle in real time and dodge like how they do in the anime. This is gonna add so much strategy to the game, and like if you weren't good with the turn-based battle, maybe you can learn better here with real time and actually dodge the moves. And I'm actually kind of here for it, so I can't wait for this. I just hope that the AI is smart and is gonna actually give us a challenge and not just kind of stand there and do nothing, because I want to be able to give myself a challenge. This, especially if it's real-time battles. Like, come on, I need a challenge. I need the AI to maneuver and dodge and do all types of stuff to make me better, right? Also, I really hope that everything is just fluid. Like, I want everything to be smooth, you know, there's no lagging, we're not falling to the floor, we can dodge, you know, like smoothly, and it's just not like bulky, or it's hard to explain, but it's not running like Scarlet and Violet pretty much. Now, with this being real-time battle, can we get cornered somewhere with a whole bunch of Pokemon? Like, can we be in an alleyway and a whole bunch of Trubbish just come and attack us? Because that would be pretty cool. Since it's real-time battles, right? No turn battles, we don't have to wait for each person. Can all of these Pokemon come and attack us all at one time and we all die? I doubt that's how it is, but if it's possible, I think that would be really cool. Also, with that being said, can we send out multiple Pokemon? We couldn't in Legends Arceus. When it comes to the battles and all that type of stuff, it was just one on. As far as the player Pokemon, you can only send out one. So is that going to be returning, or are we going to be able to send out more? It doesn't seem like it from this initial trailer. Maybe they're going to add that on in the future or whatever it is, but as of right now, it doesn't seem like this is happening. On a little side note here, I noticed that the Quasar building looks like it's where the old Lysander Cafe was, where the Team Flare base was. It looks like now the Quasar building is there, so clearly these people are the villain. Now, with this being a whole game just in the city, how is that going to work with different types of Pokemon? So, like, where are the ice-type Pokemon going to live? You know what I mean? Is there a snowing part of the city? It seems like this whole city is, like, electrical or on some type of grid, especially with the wild zones, how it has that little holographic, like, border. Maybe it can be like how it is in the Blueberry Academy, where it can maybe snow for a little bit there and attract ice Pokemon. Because honestly, I don't know how else they're going to do this. I don't know how these other Pokemon are going to be able to spawn or live in the city if they need cold temperature or whatever it is. But I'm curious about that. Now, this next point is probably way off and probably not going to happen, but I was kind of thinking about previous Pokemon titles and the Synchro machine in the Blueberry Academy. Now, with the real-time battles and stuff, could this be a way where we can actually use the Synchro machine and be the Pokemon themselves and attack with the same layout of how it is with the, you know, you select the move and you got to be close, far away for the move and stuff like that. I just don't know how catching Pokemon will work. Maybe this is just a way to like knock out a whole bunch of Pokemon. Maybe this is just a shiny hunting mechanic where you can just knock out a whole bunch of Pokemon using your Pokemon itself, using like a synchro machine type of deal. But honestly, I'm kind of curious. I feel like they're gonna take this further, because with this real-time battles, it seems like you'll be able to take, or at least it's possible that they can make it where you can take control of your Pokemon and you and the Pokemon attack, you know, you can dodge, you can kind of do it. I feel like the trainer there is just so you'll be able to like throw a Pokeball, because otherwise how are you going to catch it unless the Pokemon starts using Pokeballs? But then that just eliminates the trainer in general. Or who knows, maybe, you know, there's a mechanic where
surprise, motherfucker,
the trainers start scrapping it up, you know, as the Pokemon are fighting right there, you got the two trainers fist fighting, you know. You never know. Pokemon can take it. I doubt they'll take it like that, but it's just interesting, and I do feel like the Synchro machine is going to play a part in this game. It just seems like it's going to be. I don't know, especially with the Pokemon doing their own thing. You know, I feel like we can take control, and then I attack. We'll see. I'm praying this is definitely a feature, and I want it. I'm here for it. One thing I noticed throughout the entire trailer is in daytime. We never see nighttime, which makes me think that there is some type of mechanic or something changes at night, especially with the end teaser where we see outside and it turns like reddish, so like the time of day changes. Like maybe we travel back in time, like I don't know, maybe the world changes, maybe there's a new form of Megas, because also I noticed during the Mega Evolution part when they were showing us, they show us Mega Evolve, like our Pokemon is Mega Evolve fighting a Pokemon that could potentially be Mega Evolve, but they're not Mega Evolve. Like they show us a Pidgeot, then they show us Altaria, but not Mega Altaria, and it's weird because our Pokemon is Mega Evolve. So and then out of nowhere it shows us Garbodor. So maybe Garbodor is going to be getting a Mega Evolution. You know, could be. I don't know how else you can Mega Evolve a garbage bag. Like, does it become the garbage truck? Hey, you never know. You know, it could be teasing at that, because I think it's weird that like they're battling Pokemon that could be Mega Evolve, but they're not showing it, and then Garbodor is there. So now the last thing that I noticed here was at the end of the trailer, Rotom showing you like, oh, Lumiose Tower, and there's like a battle arriving or whatever, and it kind of got my mind speculating. Now I could be wrong, this is just probably the old kid in me hoping that this would happen, but what if there's also, besides like the Mega Evolution alpha Pokemon throughout the city or whatever it is, if that's possible, but what if that could symbolize like a world tournament again, like how it was in Black and White 2, where you had like past trainers come in battle, like you'd be champions, like you had Red, Blue, like Mist, like pretty much all the gym leaders, all the Elite Four, they would come back and you can battle them. So maybe this is something similar where you can kind of battle them in the real-time battle, you know? This is probably a stretch and probably not going to happen. It would be really cool if they did that. And plus, it doesn't seem like that much time has passed that we know of course, right? It could be a whole different universe, it could be whatever. But it looks like it's possible to have modern day characters come and battle, come to the city, and because they emphasized it, and it looks like it's like an alert. And it's, to me, and I could be wrong, to me it seemed more like it's a trainer battle type of deal than it is like, oh, there's dangerous Pokemon and you gotta go get them, or, you know. But I could be wrong, you know. You let me know in the comments below. What do you think? And so I believe that's everything that I kind of noticed throughout this entire trailer after seeing it multiple times. Let me know if I missed anything. Did you see something that was interesting? Please let me know in the comments. And if you made it this far to the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, and I will see you guys in the next video.